I gave it to our VAs. I said, go ahead and reverse engineer it and create a SOP for it because he doesn't have an SOP for it. And that's the first thing I'm going to do is make a SOP.
Necessity.
But I told even with the SOP, I said, they looked at it and they said, this is going to take days to just make one, you know? And I was like, yeah.
A week to make it.
I said, I still have yet to see anybody take a G stack with lorem ipsum text outside Chris Palmer and rank it. So y'all can say
Kyle Roof.
Yeah. Kyle's a good man. I like Kyle.
Oh yeah.
He knows his shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's a very data analytical driven individual. So
he works for Diggity now.
Yep. All right, let's see. Got some questions coming in already. Is the replay of last night up? Yes, David. I've already actually added it every time now as well. So Chris goes live. I upload it into the back end at GMB Pros at rankfortressacademy.com. Then I also post it in the group with the actual link to the lesson. Okay, so y'all can get it directly from the group, or you can get it directly from the back end. Hey, Holly.
So you post it like you literally post it? I don't believe you.
I do.
You literally go in there and do it?
I do. There are certain things, dude, that I'm like, I don't want no one fucking up certain things, dude. And I'm like,
no, that's understandable.
I'm like you in some aspects where it goes, you do certain, like everybody goes, these VAs do these things, and these things I'll never let anybody touch. Ever.
I got these. Yep, that's understandable.
Like who does my YouTube?
You.
It's me. It ain't nobody else. I ain't letting nobody screw up that. So
too much work, man.
Yeah.
Can't risk it.
Stack was all it was off the Holly was like this G stack is off the freaking charts. $500. He dropped the offer last night. I bought one. She bought one. I don't know who else bought one. I was like, I want to see this bitch.
Yeah. There's no way that I'm going to build it. There's no way. It's so advanced. My OCD, I was just like, there's nothing wrong with it. It was beautiful. Yeah.
He's putting it all in one drive folder.
Holly? He didn't show the drive folders. He showed just the actual G site with the stacks and everything he's putting in it.
Oh, but once you purchase it,
he did show the drive folders though.
Yeah,
I think he did.
When you purchase it, he gives you the folder, the whole folder, or just the individual files.
I don't know.
Because once you get that folder, just dupe it. Dupe.
Have you seen it? There's no way. You would take one.
Take too much time. Yeah.
My boys, as soon as they saw it, Holly, they were like, no.
Too much work.
No,
the one spreadsheet, just the one spreadsheet alone. I was like, nope, hiring someone else. Nope.
Yeah. That's her and me were both thinking the same thing. YouTube channel G stack here.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That sounds fun.
Yeah. See what that brings in.
I'm really liking that. The Google News. Wait, do you guys talk about that?
She's mentioned it on her live, but we haven't mentioned. You don't care if we mention that, do you, Holly?
No. So I mean, there's not. We can.
No, everybody's Holly can talk about that. That's with her Google News sites and YouTube, because everybody's always asking about YouTube. So go for it, Holly. You're cool.
Is it helping your channel, Chris?
I'm tracking I can say this, every single keyword that's coming in so far. If there's a video carousel, I'm in the carousel.
Yeah.
I've been tracking because I want to wait 30 days and see if there's a lift from external traffic. And if there is, I mean, I'm ranking videos and they're easy.
I did a launch shack on Zamora today for Zaper or for Zap or whatever it's called. And so I had 13 channels that I had set up. All 13 was in the news thing. And so we went live 15 minutes before, and it was #1 in Google for the main term for ZAIRP. Then Zap reviews, Zap bonus, every single term there was like 40 terms. It was number one, took out all the carousels. It was like number one position. It was there for about 3.5 to 4 hours, and then it started getting pushed down. But the interesting thing, on YouTube, it was nowhere. My own channel, though, it was number 6. But it's interesting to see you can't take the same backlinking SEO.
They're definitely
data.
on 2 different algorithms.
Yeah, it's entirely
Because
different.
YouTube, like I was showing you, you showed me the one Craig did with the GMB embeds. It's like I can rank that on the carousel and the other one all day long, easy, because there's no volume. Now, you take something else, let's just say beginner SEO. I can get that ranked on YouTube in the top, but I cannot get it in the carousel.
I bet you could now, there's channels on there.
Yeah, because there's just so many channels and so much content going into Google. And then on top of it, so many backlinks to those, because they are on a different algorithm too. So
Right. Yeah.
Man,
I didn't send anything to YouTube because I was like focusing.
Oh,
just
Chris
on
is
Google
all
just to
smiling
get
now.
power. Yeah.
Man, I tried the Premiere. I did the Premiere deal, man. But I wasn't able to get them to stick. They were there for 5 days, 6 days, no problem. But then they dropped, and I'm like, I'm missing a piece. I'm missing a piece. Missing a piece. Come on, give it to me, man.
I look at your videos just to see if you're implementing any of the stuff, and I'm like, nope.
No, not yet. No, I just ran a test. I did it on CTR. I was sitting there for the couple days.
I saw it.
It fell right under it. And I did the strategy and it sat there, but I couldn't get it. As soon as I shut everything off, it dropped. And I was like, oh, really? So I thought
I don't even have to shut it off. It's like we hold like the top 3. And I have people that say, oh, on the one video I go, this person uses this person uses this person uses, because I know what almost everybody uses. And they thought I was hitting on one specific person. I was like, no, if I'm hitting on them, then I'm hitting on my friend Chris. I'm hitting on Craig. I'm just going, these people are here, and let's see if we can bump them up and take this video out.
I did see a few. There is somebody I see going though. A couple titles I think are quite fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
There's one that was a meme, and it was my editor that did it. It wasn't like I went out there and go, hey, do this. It was like I showed someone at the very bottom of the list, and then it has the midget from, what is it called? Jackass. He goes, oh, and
little guy,
I'm like,
wee man.
Whatever. Dude.
Yeah, I saw those checklists, a bunch of checklists, which I thought were really fun.
I'm actually stopping doing checklists. There's another book. It's called Superfans. If you don't have it, he mentions this. I just picked up the book, and
you watched Jordan stuff. I see. Belfort
Jordan
stuff.
Who?
You.
Jordan who?
Belfort.
Oh yeah, I love Jordan Belfort.
I could tell.
Oh yeah. But one of the things he talks about in that book, he said, instead of going, like, for example, you know how we have at the bottom in the videos where it says, if you have any SEO questions below, drop them below. He actually goes, do this. Don't do that. So the guy he had a channel, and it was kind of stagnant. Not too many comments, nothing like that. And this is only tweak he did. He went, for example, if you're talking about backlinks, instead of saying, if you have any backlink questions below, go like this. How do you do backlinks? And get them to explain how they're doing backlinks.
Little engagement. Yeah.
See, and he said that took his channel off the charts. And I think the next video he dropped probably had a couple of 100 comments versus, 3 or 4. So I'm going to be testing some of that out next week whenever I do some more launches.
I'm a firm believer though in the ads. Like, you don't want to run ads to live videos.
Well, live videos
and shut them off.
Less engagement.
Yeah, like
on top.
You don't want to turn on ads and then shut it off. If you want to do that to unlisted, that's cool, but you got to keep that just cranking.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing.
Hey, VJC, turn on y'all's cameras if you want. I always like seeing everybody's faces. You know, I live in the Philippines or the mountains, so I don't get to see too many people. So
Got some fun stuff I've been testing. I've been running. So I know that you openly talk about the embeds from GMB, right?
Yep.
And then did you see how fast that bot views register on embedded into websites from those embedded images? And did you know that when you go too far and you send them really fast, it's a demotion?
I have been messing around with that. I've been messing around with some bots and some other stuff. So it's always, I think a lot of times these people that I start messing with bots come to everybody and we start all using them at once, or we start testing some of the same things a lot of the times, because I'll see y'all guys testing some of the same things I'm testing.
You know the Bulls tool, that tool it's really cool. It's a unique idea proposition.
Okay.
Right. There's other cheaper alternatives. Have you seen these yet?
No.
Because that spawned me looking like, oh, darn, is there more of these out there? You know, so that was pretty cool. Yeah. That was the idea. You ever see that show, The Pitch?
Mm-hmm.
And everything's based around one idea.
Yeah, I love it.
That was the big idea, you know. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a cool idea, man.
Excuse me.
So are you implementing that for yourself?
No.
Nah, right? Yeah, I'm noticed. Yeah. It's a good idea. As far as effectiveness and scalability, not so much.
Excuse me. Bambi. Sorry. No, it's okay. My throat. Bambi, I would love to know how to fix broken links. When I get an Ahrefs report and it shows broken links, how do I point broken links, redirect them somewhere else, or remove the broken link if the page no longer exists? I'll let you answer that. I'm gonna get some water.
Let me toss out this chew so I could talk like a normal person. So broken links you generally can't control unless they're on your own website. This broken link building is for outreach purposes, generally speaking, or if you see a lot of broken links and maybe you can buy a domain that for some reason there's a lot of 404s and maybe you can bring it back to life and get all those links, maybe. But generally broken links, if you're seeing broken links pointing at you, you can't really do much because they're probably on someone else's site. Unless you're controlling it, I don't see how you could, where the opportunity is. So I hope that.
Are you talking about Bambi, your own website, or someone else had at one point linked to you and now that link is broken? But what you're talking about, there is a method in which you do outreach for broken links, you know.
Yeah, so they've built stuff to you and the links are broken. Well, that means they've removed the link. I mean, these things happen. I mean, it happens. And then if you're getting 404 errors, if the page had any type of link equity or is getting traffic, then you'll 301 it. If not, just go into Search Console, the old one, and have that page removed from the index. I hope that answers the question, which I think it.
Patrick says, like that G-Stack yesterday, he jokingly said it was like he took my entire VA staff and shoved it into the G-Stack.
Nice. Yeah, Mike's cool, man.
Let's see. That's interesting. Patrick says YouTube and Google are on two different algos. One of the things I would still tell you that's very excuse me, very much the same is YouTube's algorithm is driven primarily by engagement, nothing else. The number one thing it wants to know is how can we keep people on our platform watching our shit, not going anywhere else? And so whether that be your thumbnail, whether that be your title, whether that be how many clicks you get, how many likes, like instead of subscribes, you're going to notice I'm going to be changing even this next week. I'm not asking hit subscribe. I'm going to be saying hit that or punch that like button, because that's creating more engagement. It's a better signal than even subscribes. Comments. Are you replying to comments? You know, are you hearting shit? Are you thumbing up shit? A lot of that's still engagement, even on your GMB posts. Those same things are, if you will, on a GMB review. Are you going through them and replying to your GMB review? Are you hitting the thumb up button for the like button? These little things are just engagement signals, if you will. Same thing as traffic. You know, CTR traffic is an engagement signal. You know, stuff like that. So those, in those senses, they're the same. But
or how many sites are those reviews getting shared on?
Yep, all that stuff.
That's a hitter.
And with that, there's an iframe. You could take the reviews, put them in almost like an RSS feed iframe, and then blast those bitches all over the world if you want, on Web 20s or at Web 2.0s and stuff like that, through an iframe generator. Yeah, it's our own website. Yeah, they're broken. Generally speaking, we use, what was it? Link Whisper to control all of our internal linking. So when you're actually, and this is the mistake a lot of people make, Bambi, is they go, let me just delete this page because it's no longer existing, you know, and they no longer provide the service, and they forget, hey, well, Google's already indexed it. And most people will take that and just, well, let me just redirect it to the home page. And that's the most idiotic thing that you could do. What you should be doing is going, before I delete this page, let me create the new page it's going to redirect to. Now, if that so happened, you're not going to do the service, I understand redirecting it to the home page. But if it's actually a new page or maybe something else you can redirect it to, it's better than just deleting it or just redirecting it straight to the home page, in my opinion.
Do you, so no matter what, if you're going to remove a page, irrelevant of any other factor, are you just automatically going to redirect it to a new page or to the home page?
If that old page wasn't getting traffic.
What about links?
Well, in that case, it's a whole nother ballgame. I'm not going to be deleting it if it has powerful links. If it has powerful links, I'm not deleting them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, then you're going to definitely throw on it. Yeah. But if there's no traffic or links, you're just going to let it die.
You know.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Jeff. Experts say a care or heart has more effect than a like. Not the expert I listen to. The expert I listen to is the #1, and Holly can attest to this, in YouTube, and it's Daryl Eves.
He's cool.
Read Daryl Eves. He's the #1 YouTube expert. He builds $1 million channels. So the experts are dumb. That said that. Yeah, likes or engagement, especially on YouTube. So, but I test. That's all I can do. How do you determine if,
what do you think's more important than a like?
Download or share.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, that's interesting.
How can you determine if a link has traffic? In Google Search Console, one. Ahrefs. There's all types of ways. SEMrush.
Yep, SEMrush. It's a good one.
There's a bunch of them. SEMrush is better than all of them.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure, definitely.
For Chris Palmer.
Yep.
So YouTube SEO books. That's a good at YouTube. Another one is by Crushing YouTube, Joseph Hugh. You heard of him, Holly? Take a channel from 0 to 75,000 subs in less than a year and a half. The one I'm listening to right now, I know most of y'all probably know, Make Money Matt.
Make Money
He
Matt.
opened up my eyes big time, bro. He opened up my eyes.
His name is Make Money Matt.
That's on his channel. Make Money Matt.
I never would have saw that.
Yeah, he's probably
Is he good though?
18.
Those are the guys that know.
Millionaire.
Yeah.
And he's telling me, he's like, the other day, dude, I mean, you're not gonna like this part. He was like, dude, why are you wasting your time with SEO? He said, he's like, I've been watching your stuff and you can rank for terms that are very, very, very hard to rank for. He said, you could build up a channel and sell that. He showed me a screenshot. He said, this channel right now gets 50,000 or something a month and it's selling for 5 mil.
Insanity.
He said, what I would do if you want to do SEO, he's telling me, he's like, do the SEO and do like Holly, have all these other damn channels and rank for videos for all types of stuff that you can actually monetize and sell that entire damn YouTube channel. You know, because you can actually make a lot of money doing it. Yeah, no, just Eves. He's pretty awesome to hang out with. Yeah, Eves is cool. I seen him first time was in 2017 at Social Media Day in Jacksonville, Florida. It's the first time I ever saw him. That also is the first time I met David Yu and Mr. Yu, and he's a really good guy. He was the one that really opened up my eyes about VAs, you know, and how to train VAs on top of Dennis Yu, not Dave. And he has all his team is over in the Asia area as well. Yeah, JC would love to see some examples of those YouTube channels. His name is Make Money Matt. He's like 18. He's developed dozens of channels that, you know, have millions something subs. He's a 2 ClickFunnels award winner, you know, so he knows what the hell he's talking about when it comes to, if you will, YouTube. And I had that guy and another guy reach out to me. He's like, I have one of them, he's like, how much to get this ranked? And he wants to rank it. So that I have now people reaching out to me. I don't know how they heard about it, but he's like, apparently I have a couple of people who've been watching me saying, been watching you and want you to rank for this video. So they like curry chicken. He's like, I'm gonna start a cooking channel and you're gonna rank my shit for me. And then I'm gonna sell it. I'm like, well,
yeah.
I'll do that any day of the week. But you opened up my eyes. He's a competitor of mine for video game promotion. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, Holly. I mean, Make Money Matt's a pretty cool kid. But you know, so
Make Money Matt.
He was until I knows William Jones rankings trick. Yeah. Says that most of them don't have a clue. That's what I told you. I said, y'all want SEO, go for it. Go for it. But go after digital marketing, spread your, you know, spread it some. IG audience retention rate time. Yep. Like one of the reasons I don't do lives no more, because most of those or not even lives, but just not lives, but long videos, is because people are not going to sit around. If you're going to try to rank that video, they're not going to sit around for an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours listening to you. And that's going to affect your retention. Now, once you build up a, you know, million something damn audience, like Neil Patel or something, then you can go live for, you know, freaking hour, and then you'll have thousands of people in there commenting and doing all that. Or you can try CTR, which I've done that method, and that's not going to fly, you know. Just saying, if you're going to try micro workers and go live and then do CTR to it, that don't work. That's not. I've done SMM panels that don't work. I could tell you what doesn't work. I've done videos, Chris, with SMM panel versus mine. SMM panel looks like it gets up there really fast and then blah. And then my method is stick, doesn't fall.
Yeah, that's the key. You can get up there. That's easy. Falling is the issue.
You gotta think, okay, what's the newest video for that term that was just put out? So of course that's going to rank higher, but then when another video comes up or another one, those are going to start falling. So give y'all some of the information, but let's see here. IG, yeah, audience retention. And what are they doing? Are they watching, downloading, sharing? It's like short, you watch the one video I did, it's called short videos. Why are shorter videos better? Because no one's got no goddamn time to sit in there for an hour, 2 hours, listening to you. However, on top
except for
of
the
it,
people that do.
Bingo. And then the people, but here's the one, and if you can get them to download while they're watching it. It's another one. Now, if let's say if it's shorter video, here's the whole idea. The shorter videos will go viral because shorter videos are shareable. If they're shareable and someone can have their phone in front of them and watch it, then more people will watch it. The more people can watch it, the more it will go viral. If it goes viral, then you get slapped up into discovery or on the homepage of YouTube. Your whole goal should be homepage of YouTube. You know, that they're not that they're going into YouTube and typing in the keyword they're looking for. That's fine. That's cool. But the whole goal should be, I want to be on the recommended list and I want to be on the home page of YouTube. You know, so YouTube's actually going, hey, people are watching this and it's viral and they're sharing it. So it's probably a good thing we put on our homepage. You know, the most important ranking factors of YouTube: likes are great, comments are awesome. Yep. And if it sucks, then it's dead in the end. I'll give you an example. So I started doing all the memes and shit, and I have people that love them. Then yesterday I had like 6 comments on one video saying, stop with the memes, and stuff like that. But my comment back was, if they weren't working, I would get rid of them. But if I show you the analytics, it proves to me, like the hardest analytic, you ever see your videos, Chris, where you go on the back end, as soon as they come in, within the first minute, 2 minutes, they fall off. Whenever you look at a video in the analytics and you see that people are hanging around the whole time, that shows you that they are liking what they are watching. If they just come there and fall off, you know, then you need to change some things up, or look at your video analytics and go, where did they fall off? Then go rewatch the video at that point and see what happened at that point. What did you do at that point? What did you say at that point? How can you change it? But most people aren't going to sit there and do that to every video they do. I will, you know. Let's see, Holly Starks. I'm going heavy into crypto casino, crypto trading. Yeah, I've been here. I thought you and Craig were talking about a casino website the other day.
Crypto casino. Sounds fun.
Yeah. I've been having people asking me to, you know, start accepting crypto, but I have to get everything set up to do that. Tim O'Keefe.
You just need a Coinbase account.
It doesn't work over here.
Really?
Coinbase doesn't. Nope. I was going to have someone set up. There's another one. I just got to have him set it up. So
how about AirATM?
Nope.
Really? Wow.
They're strict. They're strict over here, dude. I can't even get a credit card processor to accept credit card payments online that's connected to my bank. I literally have to go, let me get a US one, connect it to my US one, my Stripe, and then redirect it into another account to direct into here. That's like they want to keep you broke. And when you start making money, I literally have to have 3 or 4 accounts to funnel everything into. So they don't go, why are you making so much money? You know, but that's a good problem to have. Tim O'Keefe, that is what you can do. And I think that's what Chris does is you take a long video and you can chop it up. Like if you've ever been inside of some of Chris's courses, what he does is he records the whole thing, but then he actually chops it up. So, which is really good.
That's
Yeah,
all
you
the
can
content.
repurpose them. Like one day I remember, what was it? It was last month or the month before that. Seeing you, it was like you had been going, you were live for like 24 hours or 36 hours.
But it was only a half-hour video.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, he's not live, because I kept seeing different scenes and stuff. So it was all like a collage, if you will, or compilation.
Yeah, I'll just rack up the watch time and then chop the video down to 20 minutes and call it a day. And it'll rank for a month, and then I'll make a new one.
Nice.
Nice.
Patrick, those were the days. Fidget spinners. Yeah, Holly's the fidget spinner. She got that thing ranked back in 2017 for live. Got to run catch up on replay. Replay would be put in the back end as well as in the group once done. Todd Posey, we're doing a set for a wedding planner in San Francisco. They have service pages like event planning, wedding designer. They're not ranking. Should we change the URLs to San Francisco event planner or San Francisco wedding designer? What should you do?
The URL, or if you're using WordPress, the slug, the title, the H1 need to be the primary keyword that you're targeting. The word counts need to be the above average of the top 10 performers. The amount of heading tags that are on the page containing the primary keywords need to match the top performers. Once you do this and then feed in the LSI terms and have a higher density of the primary keyword overall, you will be the winner if you have the right amount of referring domains. Hopefully that helped you. That's how that's how I went and got backlink building services. That's how I went and got local citation services. That's how I got CTR. Any of the hard keywords that I've shown publicly, it's just a count. That's it. Google has, they don't, it's just a calculation.
Numbers game.
That's it.
Patrick, William, you're killing me with all these golden nuggets of YouTube. When are you going to drop your YouTube domination? I'm probably going to start on Mondays, just going over YouTube domination. And I will give basically in that we're going to go through the spreadsheet. I will not just come out and say, here's everything. I'll give you about 90% of it.
Are you still going for, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are you still going for white label SEO services?
Nope.
Okay, good. Because I really wanted that, and I was like, nah, William's going for it. I'm going to let him.
I have the website, and I have about probably good 100,000 words of content on it. It's ranking, but I'm not even doing nothing with it. So, okay. and I also have click-through-rate-manipulation.com, and I'm not doing nothing with it.
Well, and that's an easy. You want to know what's hysterical? When we first all started playing around with that keyword, it was 100 volume a month.
It was nothing, and then now because of every.
Oh God, it's like it went from nothing to what is it? A $12 keyword, 18,000 volume now.
It's insane.
We did that. That was us. That was our little group, you know.
Yeah. It's like we're all on page one, just sitting there now.
It's crazy.
Like, of course, I love it.
And it gets no leads.
You have nothing. You know how many actual clients I pick up off of that damn terms? Like, I have people now. YouTube, yes.
That's different.
Like you know, YouTube, yes, but Google, no. Not. They don't call. Hey, I saw you on Google for click-through rate manipulation, because it's mainly they're going to YouTube to try to find methods, and stuff like that. So let's see here. William and Holly with the GSEC like Merlinos, there's so much on there, but how do you ever know which part works best and how to just focus on those things? Save time. I mean, how do you test such a monster? Kind of like testing King Kong, which is more powerful, his fist or stomping foot. I could tell you how I would do it is when you first, for example, you go get a quote unquote, just your basic G stack that most people get at Fiverr, or just set up a basic G stack. When I say basic, I just mean bare bone minimum. And then you start adding little things and sit and wait, and adding little things and sit and wait, adding little things, sit and wait, you know, more and more. And then you go, then you may add something and then it takes off. And then you're like, aha, I hit something here. Okay, let me throw in some CTR to this, and then aha. And then you just start seeing what actually hits triggers or pushes buttons versus other things, you know.
At the first aha, you go duplicate it and see if it do it again. Then you start adding shit.
The reason why most people don't want to show their shit is because then people that are actually smart can go, oh, give me the URL and I'll go reverse engineer the entire thing. You know, because that's the ultimate goal. But
and then there'll be $4 gigs on Fiverr in 3 days.
Yes.
You know, yeah. Once it's done, it's over. Once they get it, it's over.
And like Holly says, it all works together. You don't want to break the wheel. It's all internal feeding itself. It's all like a syndication that feeds itself. You know, there's some things that I won't use as much. Like when I see them stop working, I'll stop using them. But does that mean I'm going to say they don't work ever? It means I'll tell you they're not working right now. You know, and then I may come back to it later, like for instance, blog commenting at one point when my Black Hat days and everybody else here would have been like, they're gold. Then they stopped working and everybody kind of laid off of them. And then they started picking back up again. So everybody started picking them back up again, you know? So you can't always just go, this never works. Even GMB verification methods, some of them will stop working, leave them alone, come back to them, and I guarantee you they'll be working. You know,
that's a fact.
Yeah. Plague links.
It's like somebody in Google's like just like clicking buttons.
Just plays with you half the time. That's what I said. If you want to learn, it's like, can you teach me everything you know about SEO? It's like you're constantly learning, dude. It's like sometimes, you know, things just stop. Give me 1 second, Holly. Oh, I gotta turn on the battery again. But a lot of times what happens is people just go, it stopped working, so it doesn't work at all. And therefore they think it's never going to work again. Oh. Yeah, because I was wondering how that G stack was tested. Well, number one, I know Mike tests his stuff, so I don't know how, but I know he tests his stuff. Ultimate test for me is it ranking? And following the rankings, you know, so Holly says plague links used to be the damn bomb. Diggity. Now it doesn't even work. Some things you just don't question, Patrick. It's true. It's one of the reasons I talked to Jason and some other people about it a lot. It's a lot of times, okay, I'll give you, for instance, you have an idea. Most people have ideas, right? But they don't implement, and therefore they don't make any money off of it. And then they'll say, oh, I had that idea, you know, and they want to question things. Like, I have this really good idea, but how am I going to do it? Well, what if this happens? What if that happens? And then they wind up killing the idea, and then they break it instead of going, well, here's this thing. Chris says it works. Mike says it works. Whoever says it works. Well, why is it working? Why is this? And you want to figure it out, and which is cool and all, but what winds up happening a lot of times is you wind up not implementing, which means you wind up losing and someone else winds up winning. So for me, for example, I'll go a little bit different in this area. Is like, if it's going to cost me, if my time is worth, let's say $500 an hour, and anything under that is going to cost, if the SOP or whatever, or the gig was going to cost $300, I'm going to pay someone else to do it because it's not worth my time. I'd rather have them do it, not question it, just realize, hey, it works. But just because it's working now doesn't mean it's always going to work. But I would almost bet that they will, mainly because it is a Google asset. G-Stacks are completely Google assets, Same thing with Google News. I mean, if they were to say, hey, we're not going to allow Google News sites to be as authoritative anymore, that would just be stupid. Can they be that stupid? Yes. Well, how likely is it? It's probably slim to none. They're going to kill off thousands of Google sites with all that authority. They may try to make it harder for you to, like Google sites, drive sites. Every one of them used to be public. And now you have to do certain things to get them to be public. So they would penalize real newspapers. It would never happen. Exactly. And so that would be my bet on a lot of it. Test, split testing. Take the two sites and change a couple of things and see which one outranks the other. That's true testing, is where you split test.
Is he using shorteners in there?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I didn't get into it that much yet, but he had, everything under the sun. Did you see the shorteners in there, Holly?
I'm just curious.
No, I didn't see any shorteners in there, but that doesn't mean they weren't there, because there was like 4 spreadsheets that hurt your eyeballs. So,
goodness.
Yeah, it was just a lot, dude.
Yeah, I'm just playing around with something. So
Radu said he had shorteners in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay, I saved his sheet, so I'll go back and look.
Yeah, I did too. John, I don't even know how to say your last name. I don't want to butcher John, but he used short URLs.
Were they? Which one?
Which one, Radu?
Were they Google one? Were they Google shorteners, or were they
Google shorteners,
Bitly,
or Bitly, or Cutly, or who?
Yeah.
The boys are going through it and they're going to make a SOP of it, but I'm not going to be giving that SOP out. So I do give my word to people and do keep my word. So
people are probably thinking the Google shorteners aren't live anymore. Or are they?
Really?
Or are they? That's why I'm wondering, did he beat me to it? Because I'm curious what he's using in there. Because I've been messing with some, but I'm not 100% sure. So
here's a golden nugget that I know Holly dropped yesterday. If everybody
Google
caught it, just ask William Jones, does it matter if a link is indexed or not?
Yeah, I don't think anyone caught it.
No one caught it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I told my friend Jason, who that I talked to, he's actually coming here April 5th. Out of 10,000 of those links, only like 5 of them or 6 of them have been indexed.
Well, yeah, that's why you can't reverse it.
Yeah.
That's why it's a perfect method. Yeah. You show only what you want to show. So,
Yeah.
That's not good.
And we're going after, like, now passive income lies. That's number 1. And then I'm also going after easy money. I just did that one yesterday. So test. And now I'm going to be starting some other channels. So that's what I'm going to be working on next. When it comes to multiple channels, so that's something I've never done, Holly. Out of curiosity, would you want them to be attached? Is there a way to attach them to your current channel? Or do you want completely entirely different Gmails with a completely entirely different accounts and everything else?
Yeah,
I know you've done multiple.
I have a $6 server for every YouTube channel I have, so it's always logged in. I never attach the channel to another channel.
Okay. So I figured. Okay, because we want to do
I
that.
mean, it's only $6. You got 1 gig of RAM. Don't need RAM. It's just a thing that you upload on. You're not doing anything on that server.
Not doing nothing on it. It's just making sure it looks like it's constantly logged in.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Radu says he doesn't remember. And it's definitely not Google. I caught that, but didn't get it, Holly. Patrick. Yeah, he said he caught the links thing, but he didn't understand it. Yeah.
Janet said it's semantic mastery's shortener.
Semantic mastery, yeah. He did mention he's like he learned a lot of it in semantic mastery, but then he added his own stuff, which is what everybody does. It's SEO, regardless. I mean,
well, they were the
and
first.
It's MGYB, yeah, MGYB.co. Is that VPS, Holly, for each YouTube channel? It's a remote server.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I say it's like, you've got to, there's a certain, I'm not going to mention, there's a certain course talking about how to rank on YouTube. And it's a bunch of automated, anybody can do this, automated courses, automated videos, and you're creating all of these automated videos that get zero traffic and the Gmail is not logged in. Google or YouTube starts looking at that and goes, this looks like spam, or it looks like it's not authentic. And then they're going to take the channels down. And I can only say that's because we have probably dozens of channels, and then a lot of times they'll come down and then we have to appeal it, and then it gets put back up and then stuff like that. And it's not like someone's reporting it, but YouTube will catch certain things. So,
well, and I also attach, so I've been doing the news things for quite some time behind. I haven't told anyone about it until last couple of weeks. So each VPS has a login to the publisher account that has a domain approved, plus the feed approved, plus you can get web, Twitter and other stuff approved. So it looks like it's a super trusted domain that's connected to YouTube, that's connected to your Gmail. So you can spam the piss out of it and it's fine because it's trusted.
Nice. It's the trust aspect of it.
When you run traffic to those 302s and the Google News approved YouTube channels, do the videos trigger?
The 302s? What do you mean the 302s?
If you run traffic to the, okay, I'll word it different. If I run it to the, well, don't they show up as a 302?
No, have you checked the feed, your feed?
Yeah.
It's not a 302.
Okay.
It's an actual news.google backlink to your every single YouTube video you create. It's an actual do follow link. There's no 302.
But from Google News, isn't that a 302?
It's not a 302.
Okay.
I don't see a 302 on my side. If you're seeing a 302, I don't know what you're checking.
Okay. No, that's fair. I could be definitely wrong. But if you run traffic there, does it show up over here? Like, just like if you were to embed it into just like the panels do. Like if it's there and I run traffic, does it work the same way? Have you noticed?
So you put me on the spot. I was saying I want to talk about.
Oh,
so
I'm just curious. I was like, oh, I forgot to ask her. You can run
traffic to it, to that feed URL, and that feed URL will. Okay, so that feed, right? It doesn't get crawled. It's blocked from getting crawled. So your competition doesn't know about the feed. So you don't want to run it to that feed, because if it runs it to the feed and it'll pop in, then they're going to say, oh, hey, he has a news.google link. It doesn't show on any Ahrefs, SEMrush, Majestic. It doesn't show anywhere that I have seen. So you don't want to send it to that feed URL. You would want to send it to the actual, like the video itself. You don't really want to send any traffic to those feeds though, because it's not going to fire top stories. Top stories will fire because you send it to the YouTube video and it's in Google News, and News will see that, right? But so you're not going to send it in that way.
You knew what I was asking. You know what I was trying
Yeah,
to.
I know what you're asking. But you don't want to do that because your competition, like right now, like as an example, so I was across the board today for that launch at #1. And a few people knew what a couple domains were. So I had a ton of messages saying, how did you do that? And I'm like, how did you find me? And they said they knew my domain. Otherwise, my competition, nobody knows about it. So why would you send traffic or try to backlink it? You can't. It doesn't.
Right. Okay.
It's blocked.
Makes sense. Interesting. That's fun. I like these groups, dude. I wish I would have thought of the group thing like where was this like when I first like started? Like I remember like I'm trying to think in like 2000, like I don't remember.
The thing used to be webinars. When I started in 2014, it was a webinar or a GoToWebinar. And you'd have hundreds of people sign up. And like you could get email lists to import a ton of people in SEO, and they would just get weekly emails that says, hey, your webinar starting, and people didn't even sign up. It was awesome. So and then it was like you didn't send replays, but then people started replays, and then it was COVID happened, and so then we started doing Zoom meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah, more accepted. That's it. It's like the progression.
Because everyone knows it's a replay, right? So they're trained that they don't have to be there live. Well, so I'm doing the reverse. You have to be there live for mine because I'm pulling it down. If you're not there, I don't really care. That's your problem.
Yeah, I have people that message me all the time saying, do you have Holly's replay? And I'm like, of course I have Holly's replay. I'm just not going to give it to you.
Hell no.
Right, but you have to train your people. You want people on there live because that's how you get the
Bingo.
I don't want 30 people on it and then 100 and 200 people doing a replay. I want them live.
Now, I wouldn't mind them watching it after the fact and doing 100 or 200 downloads.
Well, downloads would be okay, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you have servers, right? So that $6 server will also go download shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you only got 1 gig of RAM. You download it, delete it.
Yeah.
How many unique devices is optimal for the downloads?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you how many I use. How many do you think I use?
Well, 2 isn't that effective. I know that. So more than 2?
Yeah, like super way more than 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know for a fact 2 doesn't do it.
No.
I'm going to keep going until I hit it. But if I could just if I had a goal, I would be a lot better.
So,
all right, 10.
So target at 20 to 30.
So that's 30 times $12 a month?
Yeah.
That's doable. Okay. Interesting. 20 units. Does that need to be on cell phones?
Yes. Well, cell phones, or you trick the VPSs into a cell phone, but cell phones is easier.
Yeah. Interesting. It's funny. Isn't there a way to, okay. What about the family plan? Does that count as unique devices?
I don't do family plans. I don't know.
Because like my daughter and like little Chris, they all have like their own, and I'm like, wait, you have your own account and you have your own and you have your own? Let me get that quick. Let me get in there.
Well, okay, unique devices just means unique phones to me. It doesn't mean unique IPs.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same thing.
There's the piece. Ah. Okay, cool. That's interesting.
You can
try it.
One Wi-Fi and you're still going to have the same result.
You'll see a stream at 4 o'clock in the morning tonight. Oh, Chris is awake. You'll know what I'm doing.
I like that, Patrick. Patrick says Oz is hidden and nobody knows the powers of Oz until Dorothy moves the curtain aside. It's true. So Holly, do we need to always have our YouTube channel logged into, or only if ...
Always.
Holly, do you take anything other than PayPal?
I don't take PayPal. I take Stripe.
Wait, can I send money through email on Stripe?
I mean, I'd have to send you a link. I mean, if I'm not saying I won't take PayPal. My son will take it for me, but I myself, no, I've had so many issues with it, so I go to Stripe.
Oh, yeah, well, because I have the, I mean, okay, I'll talk to you then. Cool.
I can send you his PayPal and you can just send it that way.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's fine.
I'll just message it to you.
I've been having a hell of a time. I'm sure you guys too, like buying stuff, like it's been like torture lately. Especially like PayPal, credit cards, like everything. Like even the Coinbase, they're like, I could have swore when I first got Coinbase, they didn't ask me, like they wanted me to send the front, the back of the ID, then turn on the webcam and take another one. And I'm like, geez, like really? And then I had to log into my phone with the thing on if I was on the desktop.
You'll like this. My one
crazy.
This here you go. Payoneer is now on my hit list as well. I don't like them. You know,
oh yeah.
I have to. Here's what they did, Holly. After doing over 7 figures through Payoneer on my phone, this was the message. They shut down the account. They wanted an updated ID. I sent them the updated ID, and they won't reopen the account.
Oh my God, that's what they did to me.
Asked them, I said, why? Well, we can't disclose that information, but if you have any other general service related information, just call us here. I was like, it's nice to be able to, screw over someone that brought, over 7 figures into your account.
Wait, was there a cake sitting in there?
I've been froze for almost 3 years.
Did you had
oh no, I don't ever leave my money in there ever.
Yeah, man, see, like okay, never mind. That's not.
So it goes in, it goes, what happens is it goes in and it has to transfer over to this account over here. So, and they don't allow you to open up multiple accounts, but you can have multiple accounts in family members' names, FYI. And then you just have to reestablish trust. But I never thought in my life that I was going to have 3 or 4 bank accounts open just to deal with the money.
Oh, William, so I've had 4 banks locally. I had so much come in over 3 months that they closed my account, and they were like, "We don't want to deal with you." I'm like, "Are you serious? Like it sits in the bank.
Insane.
I'm not moving it to other
William,
banks."
what do you know about transfer pricing?
Nothing. Should I know about transfer pricing?
I think you should. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very helpful. It's been helpful for me.
Yeah, over here, Jeff, it's too many hoops. It's like they want to keep you broke. I went to the bank. We went to the bank yesterday, took out $12K, and they were like, "Why are you making this kind of money?" I was like, "It's just $12K, dude. It's not."
I thought you had money sitting in Payoneer because that would be crazy.
Hell no, I don't ever do that.
Because if they just went through and closed 1,000 accounts a day, that could be like a beautiful thing for them.
Yeah. Can we use a laptop connected, Holly? Can we use a laptop connected to our home IP to keep that logged into our YouTube channel?
Patrick, you're thinking too hard. Hit the $6 VPS and be done with it. $6. Come on. I'm going to tell you how it is. It's $6 and don't be cheap on it. Just did it.
Yeah, Patrick, this is one of those things that are happening right now that I think people need to understand. Like, for instance, I said long before COVID ever happened, y'all need to get online. Y'all need to start making money online. When I was at the auction house, I told the auction house, I said, y'all need to take this online. I could help y'all get it online and really kick in some good money. They never did it and they shut their business down. But the thing is, because of COVID, same thing with this, with the payments. That's why I'm going, okay, let me open up 4 different banks. Let me open up some crypto. Let me look at some other ways of getting money. I don't trust PayPal. PayPal will fuck you over real quick. couple $100 a month, no problem. You know, try, 40, 50 grand or more a month. Yeah. About that.
I can't believe PayPal would, I mean, I was with them for 12 years and all of a sudden.
You've had the same trouble I've had, apparently. PayPal keep your money though, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked about Payoneer. I know. Yeah, they're crazy.
Nope. So,
hey, Chris, I sent you a message on Facebook.
Yeah, if you do 10,000 in Western Union, you're gone. That's why I always keep it a couple of grand when it's coming through Western Union. But so like in the States, the other thing I was going to do was I was going to send the money to my mom and have her wire it to me. Problem being, she's retired. And the government goes, ha ha, you're retired, you're on Social Security. Why are you getting all this money in your account?
Yeah,
and
after $5 grand now, the IRS knows.
Well, not even after that. After Biden, we're not getting political. Biden just signed in that executive order where they're going to start, I believe, next year, looking at everything over, I think, $600.
Oh, criminy. Yeah.
Every transfer, every money, everything that's over like $600 that comes in your account, they're going to be looking at. That's another reason I'm looking at fucking crypto somewhere else.
Holy, what do I owe you? 22?
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Watch Blaze TV. Yeah, I do. Just to inform yourself about possible scenarios. I got so many different places I look at, Patrick, because very much aware of that shit over here. It's like people ask me all the time, would you rather be where you're at or in America? I'm like, have you been watching the news in America? No. Not in America. Don't want to be in America. If I'm in America, I'm going to be in West Virginia, up in the mountains, or in Pennsylvania, up there in the mountains as well, away from everybody. We used to call, when I lived in West Virginia, if you were in Virginia, we called you communists. That's what they just referred to them, a bunch of communists, because they were anti-government, anti-everything else. So, but nevertheless, Scam Me If You Can, new book. Yeah, Scam Me If You Can is a new book. It's good value, Jeff. So, but yeah, lots of stuff out there. Yeah, message me, Patrick, about the crypto. But I mean, I had servers, I still have them. I have servers in Russia for obvious reasons. So I want shit hidden. Nevertheless.
All
right, go ahead.
Do we prefer the multiple phones over the VPSs, or is the VPS primarily for the news network?
Explain more. What you mean?
So for YouTube, is the VPS for both?
The VPSs do lots of different things. Okay.
Oh, that was good. You're good. You're funny.
I can't say a lot.
Thank you, Holly.
Because I have thousands, right? So like, if you get,
I don't even want to see her bill at the end of the year.
You what?
I don't even want to see your bill at the end of the year. Thousands of servers, thousands of domain names. I was like, that's what I told you originally. I was going to build out our own Google News site and buy them from you. But I was like, no, just no. It's too much trouble hosting domain names, the virus attacks, and
it's a lot of work. There's if you're specific, like you're talking views and CTR, I mean, you got phones are my preferred way, but I can't work on 1,000 phones at once, and I can't run programs on 1,000 phones, but I can run them on 1,000 VPSs. So, and it's $6. So it depends on what you're trying to do, right?
Right.
Phones. My phone network is for podcasts and for driving, primarily.
I see. Cool. It's awesome. Hey, so when you have your groups, how do you get that? Is that done through email or is that through Facebook? How do I know where to go?
What groups are we talking about?
Your group.
You're in it. The Facebook. So it's called.
But don't you meet on Monday though?
Yeah, but the link is in it. The Zoom link is in the
Link is in the Zoom is in the group.
Darn it. I didn't
I
even
just
realize
tagged
that.
you in the group.
I'm in the group. I didn't even realize you were.
He doesn't check his Facebook that much.
I know he does not.
Like,
I logged into the group and everything, but I didn't realize that you were putting the links there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so the
Silly.
Zoom link is right there. You only sign up one time to save it to your calendar.
Damn it. Okay.
Chris is sort of a ghost in Facebook. It's true. If you write Chris on Facebook, he's not ignoring you. I promise you. He's ignoring everybody. He's ignoring everybody.
He's
That's-
terrible. I mean,
Even
I'm
my
terrible
dad's like,
too, but
Chris, answer your
Chris
damn
is next
phone."
level.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't
That's all
mean to.
good. All right, it's after an hour here. What I'm gonna go ahead and drop this. I'll share the screen, but random number checker is gonna be number 0 through how many people? Okay, 30. So go ahead and go. I already got 23. Blah,
Oh, wait.
blah, blah.
0 to 30? Yeah. Well, I see 21, 10. Okay. Oh, that's easy for me. I'm going to pick this one.
And we'll go up to the very top down. All right, generate. Number 17. Number 17 is Holly Starks.
I picked 13. Darn it.
Oh my
That's
God,
the
I'm
first-
so excited I won something.
That's the first time I've actually had someone guess the number on point. So usually it's, around it as close to it. So Holly, just email me or PM me. Just go to rankfortress.com,
think
choose
alike.
whatever you want.
Oh, I know what I want. You know
Who's
what I
Kevin?
want. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, what does she want?
Chris is thinking, is the YouTube method on the plate?
Is that on the list? Who's Kevin? Kevin, who's Kevin? Because he chose the same number as me. We think alike. Who's this Kevin guy here? I see him. He's right between Tony and Rec Pop Sob. Sorry to butcher your name, bro. Kevin.
Pop your face on if you want, Kevin. Because I know Kevin Cullen, Kevin, there's a bunch of them I know. So,
I mean, it takes a special kind of guy to choose 13.
yeah. You're a
I chose
gambler.
13. Anyway, cool.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. And tomorrow is Friday, and we will have Brock Misner up in here. So, and going over some more GMB hacks and stuff like that. So just every time y'all come in here, bring in your questions and everything. Okay. Appreciate it. This will be uploaded and back in under Chris. We're probably going to call this, some YouTube hacks and video hacks, stuff like that. Cause that's mainly what this was about this time. So
Chatting.
But nevertheless, appreciate you guys. You guys be blessed. Have a great day.
It's cool. See ya.
See ya.